You working on any other documentaries or films or any, projects like that in the future?
For sure, yeah, we're working on a lot. I mean, as I talked about the 5 initiative areas, content creation is important for us, right? And utilizing various mediums. Documentary wise, we got one that we're working on that will begin filming in 2022. It will be a full feature film, just like the other film, Baltimore Strange Fruit. But we're looking at, we don't have a title for it right now. Um, but the film, what we want to do is do a historic and contemporary analysis of the impacts of white supremacy throughout the African diaspora. So traveling, it'll require a whole lot of travel or what have you. But what we want to look at is what did our food, in terms of cuisine, but our food cultures, our ways of being around food and on land before, white people either um, begin extracting wealth or extracting from the people throughout slavery or colonialism. How did that look before? How did it look during? And how are we fighting? And that goal for that film is really to not only do that historic analysis, but also to connect us, as many people, just like yourself, good brother, have been doing, um, connecting folks across the African diaspora, right? Because I mean, we talk about a Pan African pursuit, and so my thought is, if we can see that our destiny is tied um, together, as Marcus Messiah Garvey and so many others actually who talked about, one God, one aim, one destiny, right? And so sometimes getting to that destiny is about understanding, not living in, where we come from. And I think that the diaspora deserves more looking into and tying together those loose ends around how connected we are and how white supremacy really have actually didn't create a chasm between where we come from, literally, geographically, and figuratively as well, and where we going. It didn't do anything except for move us, right? Just like a path, right? You can clear the path, but that don't mean that the path is gone. The path might just take a different form or a different direction. And so white supremacy ain't as strong as we think it is. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it don't have an impact. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're doing much more than that. Got some coming next year, at least one audio book and a couple of different um, texts, articles, stuff like that that's coming out that we're working on right now. But please be on the lookout. You can, and most of that will be open source, free. I don't like to use the word free, but free, no cost on our website. So check it out. But right now, folks can check out a few things that we've written that's come out of Black Youth Institute, our food co-op report, and what we call the readiness report, and then also our most recent report is coming from community conversations around what it looks like to have land control in Baltimore City. And so you can check that out, community control of land report on our website as well under reports.
Oh, okay, okay. I definitely look forward to that, man. That's gonna be a powerful documentary.
Yeah.
Um, so I was saying throughout this interview, you've given a lot of props and a lot of respect and a lot of praise to being African and people like Marcus Garvey and Pan Africanism. I wanted to ask your opinion. How do you feel? I guess it's something that's kind of always been going on since we, been brought over here. But
Mhm.
it seemed like more recently, a lot of people they're not so proud to say that they're African. Even
Mhm.
without researching it or looking into it, they just like, nah, I'm not really an African, or we're not really from Africa. We from over here. We from over there. Africans don't like us. What is your perspective on that? The detriment that they may have on us as a people.
For sure, man. Well, I'm gonna say for me, I am. It is true. I'm an African, right? Like that is what it is. I mean, you don't uh, take sea salt from the sea and don't call it sea salt because that's where it came from, right? Like that's it. So for me, yeah, I'm an African, right? And so through and through, and I think that again, considering white supremacy and considering you know, understanding the construct of race and how that operates and all of the social constructs and the values that are placed, right? I mean, there's more value placed on being white. And so the closest and actually probably the lowest and most diminished value in being an African, of any hue, of any geographical location, political orientation, or whatever it might be. And so I think that, it is quite natural that there will be pathways where people are looking to denounce, deny, and separate ourselves from being African, including the classic, at least the urban myth of the and I hope, is it cool to just be candid on your platform?
Oh yeah, man. You can say whatever you feel.
All right, cool. So that whole idea of like the nigga versus the black person. See, I ain't no nigga. I'm back because I work hard. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. If you go across, the philosophy, the great philosopher Kanye West, he talking about, you know what I mean. If you're if you're a nigga in a Benz, then a black person in a Benz, you just a nigga in a coupe or whatever. Like it is what it is. People gonna see you how they see you, and so for me, if I'm gonna struggle being myself. I'm cool with that, and I think that I encourage others. All right, brothers. I encourage. Sorry about that, y'all. Encourage folks to really see ourselves as who we are, where we come from, because again, if we're gonna struggle regardless, us, we can try hard to not be like. We still gonna be seen as such. I mean, that's what the world that we have in this here and now, and why not be proud of who we are? You know what I mean? So I'm an African. I believe, as Peter Tosh talked about, the great musician Peter Tosh talked about. He said, don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black person or black man, you're African. It is what it is. You know what I'm
Oh yeah, that's my jam. What do you say? Say no mind your nationality.
saying?
If
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
you're a black
You
man,
you
you're
have the
African.
identity of African. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's my philosophy, my worldview.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I definitely appreciate your perspective, King. Okay, now I wanted to ask you about this. Now, if people are interested in contributing, volunteering, donating, because these film projects, they're not free all the time. Like you say, you don't want to use the word free. They cost money, you know what I'm saying, to make these projects. So some people
Yeah.
may be viewing and they may be like, man, I want to help. I want to be a part of this. Like they may not can donate money. They may could donate resources or
Mhm.
experience or knowledge or information. If you can, you could let them know maybe how they can contact you or what's the best way to, do that.
Sure. Especially in the case, like in general, we love the feedback. We love to talk. So emails, you know what I mean? You can get through our website, or if you can remember, you can email me directly, ejackson at blackyodainstitute.org, or our general mailing list, which is actually checked by real people, actually, instead of just one person. It's info at blackyodainstitute.org. And that might be the best one because um, the folks who check it out will be able to say, hey, here's the folks who can help. So if you want to volunteer, if you want to donate or what have you, we love to talk to you regardless. Donating is easy. Going to our website, being able to donate and saying what you want that donation to go to. There we have a donation page right on the home page, or donation button that sends you to a page. Um, you can become a sustained donor, meaning once a month, and have it just come out. And if you not cool with that, giving once a month or giving one time, or or sending your prayers and your good thoughts and well wishes to what we're doing. If you want to volunteer, same, send an email. If want to support in any way, we are open to it, but we also don't take any help. All help ain't help. And so I just want to be clear about that for those who are listening. That's why we want to talk first. But if you feeling like, yeah, I want to contribute to that documentary film they were talking about, or that co-op, whatever that might be, we're open to it because we know that change costs, right? And so, and even if we present it to be open and accessible to everybody, don't make it no cost to make it happen. So we love funds and friends. So we want you to be both, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah, most definitely, man. Like I say, if if you need anything from this side, I'm in Africa right now. So, if there's any way that I could help or contribute or be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? You can
Mhm.
always reach out to me, King. It'll definitely be an honor. But in the meantime, I'm gonna definitely be anticipating that next film because the first one was definitely 5 stars. So if y'all watching this,
I
y'all
appreciate
gotta
it.
go check it out.
Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, appreciate that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Any last words for the viewers before we get up out of here? We about 30 minutes in.
Sure. I just, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I want people to leave with this. Black Youth Institute is about building movement. It's about materializing the very essence of who we are in ways that allow us to do exactly what the Ifa proverb and the great, singer Fela Kuti would say, and gave to the world: water gets no enemy. So instead of, like, I ain't taking nothing away from Bruce Lee, be like water, my friend, formless. Like, nah, be like water, be needed. Water gets no enemy because everybody needs water to do all types of things. And so that is our goal. That's what we want to bring forward. We know other people are doing that. And we want to be bold and black and beautiful and African, as beautiful as we show up in all the multitude of ways that we do. So um, if you're interested to learn more, you heard something that was like, yo, I might holla at us. If you want to give, holla at us. If you just want from afar read some stuff, do that too. But either way, it all helps us out. So thank y'all so much, and I appreciate the opportunity, good brother.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So it's been real, family. Thank everybody for tuning in. Truly appreciate my guests for coming through and dropping that tremendous amount of knowledge on us. Until next time, family, Taye Speaks. Peace.